Hello everyone, and welcome to Module 16, Scaling Strategies and Rules. My name is Chase Chappell, and we are going to be covering today the strategy for scaling winners during the testing phase, the 10 to 20% rule for scaling after $50 daily, how to scale without increasing your ad spend, micro budget shifting strategy, and the horizontal scaling strategy and method. In our roadmap, we are currently in scaling strategies. And for the scaling strategy, if you're in the testing phase, here are some of the rules to follow. When scaling during the testing phase, we found that a 2x ad spend on initial top winning ad sets within the first 7 days has shown to increase performance and accelerate/reinforce positive results. If an ad set has 1 to 2 purchases, the ROAS is above break even, and daily spend is below $50, then you're going to double your ad spend on that ad set one time. And the reason you're doing that is because whenever you're testing within those first 7 days, it's pretty critical that you start to see purchases. And if you are starting to see purchases on those individual interest audiences that you're testing, as long as they have 1 to 2 purchases and your spend is below 50 daily on each of those, let's say it's $5 daily, then you're going to double it one time. So it will be $10 daily. Or if you're spending 15 daily, you would double it and it would be 30 daily. And so that is going to help accelerate the purchase volume and reinforce that those ad sets are getting positive results, and they'll start to increase the frequency of that happening. The next thing is once you've scaled those winners by double the ad spend, you will scale winners by $5 to $10 every 3 to 7 days until you hit 50 daily spend on that specific ad set, as long as you continue to get purchases and are above break-even ROAS. So once you've scaled those winners by double, and it's been about 3 to 7 days, and you're still seeing purchases come through, and it's showing promising results, you're going to start scaling those top performers again by 5 to 10, and then you'll let it run for a few days, and you'll continue to scale that until you hit 50 daily. After you hit 50 daily ad spend on that specific ad set that's performing, if you want to continue scaling further from here, you're going to start scaling by 10 to 20% every 4 to 7 days until you hit a point of diminished ROI or ROAS. This ensures you don't negatively impact learning phase. So if you're still in learning phase and you're at $50 daily, you want to scale by 10 to 20% because it's not going to, do a full reset on your learning. And this allows you to retain the information from the algorithm and that specific audience ad set. So that way the system's always learning and getting more efficient for you. And over time, as long as you're scaling only by 10 to 20%, and you'll be able to get to much higher scale. And once you do get to a higher scale, once you are out of learning phase, you can increase that and start scaling in way quicker increments. And you can increase the frequency of how fast you're scaling, because once you're out of learning, the system understands who to go after, and it's just a matter of how many people you can reach at any given time to get those purchases or results. So those are the initial rules for scaling during the actual testing phase. So now we're going to be covering, each of these items independently, so real world examples, so that way you can better understand your current situation compared to somebody else's situation and know what steps to take and actually implement these. So here's an example. If an ad set has 1 to 2 purchases and the ROAS is above break even and daily spend is below $50 daily, you're going to double ad spend on the ad set one time. And so you'll see in this image, some of these ad sets all of these ad sets started at $5 daily. And the ones that got purchases got their spend doubled to 10 daily. So all these got doubled to 10 daily that actually had a purchase, 1 to 2 purchases. And then now, once that's happened, we're looking at ways to scale those even further. So let's go ahead and watch that video. All right, now we're going to go over the examples from those rules here.
Pull up what we did. We basically increased the budget last time on Monday. Got a handful of purchases. We are getting more purchases than what is showing here. which is fine. I am kind of tracking it in my own spreadsheet. Just
Okay, so just for context, he's tracking his purchases not only in his ads manager, but he's doing it manually to be able to ensure that he knows exactly how many purchases he's actually getting. So he has, data coming into his ads manager, but not every single purchase gets reported because of iOS 14.15. So therefore, in order for him to know the true number, he's keeping track on his end by making sure that he sees who's coming through, because he's only running Facebook ads, so he knows all the purchases are coming from here. So that's how he's keeping track.
to see like
And by the way, if you sign up for Surge.io, you'll be able to do the same thing, and it'll do it automatically for you.
what the daily spend is and what the actual. So we're definitely profitable, but I was just trying to see if what kind of
So profitable for him is anything below a cost per purchase of $37.
how what would be the next step as far as scaling even further. So if I kind of look at from Monday to today, this is what has happened. So still like pretty affordable per purchase price. Um, this one I guess is doing really well. It seems like even when purchases come in, sometimes they're not the value's not coming in still from segments. I'm talking to Segment about that and seeing if there's anything I can fix with that. But um, I basically took these from 5 to 10, and then the ads that had not got any sales so far, like this one hadn't got any sales until, and then we turned off like the ads that weren't working for this one. So I just didn't know like should I just go like double the ads again or just keep adding five? What would you recommend?
Yeah, increase the page view audience.
This one.
Increase the Christian video blog one.
And like, would you jump it? Would you double it, or
No,
what would
just go
you?
up 5 on that one. So you only double once in the beginning. So if you start your testing budget at $10 daily, or you start your testing budget at 5, it doesn't matter. Whatever you start your testing budget at, as long as it's below 50, whatever you started at below 50, you're going to double it once, always, as long as it's getting purchases in the beginning. So he started all of his at 5 daily, and once he made his first round of doubling, you'll see that like this one went to 10, 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 and this one went to 10. And now he's on his second round of scaling, which is once you've doubled, now you know the rule is you're only going to add in increments of 5 to 10 daily. And so in this case, he already had doubled this audience, and it has 2 purchases. It's his top performing based off of this time frame. And so he would increase that spend by 5. And that's exactly what we're advising him on.
Okay.
And then can you do a longer time period?
Yep.
So the rule says that, based off of the data we've compiled, is to increase by 5 to 10 daily after doubling on your top performers. And you'll then want to look at, the max time frame that you've been running these for the testing period. So that way you can then apply these rules on that longer time period and have a better sense of, overall metrics over a period of time.
And we can just do next one.
Okay, great. And then, yeah, so add more spend to all the ones that got multiple purchases.
Okay, so all of these just maybe add 5.
Except for the ones that have the 1 purchase.
Oh, just 1. Okay, so just these guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. And just continue to run because these ones still have all of the ads running. I guess it will just push.
So now that he has a spread of purchases where he has some that are getting 8 purchases, some getting 4, a bulk of them 2, and then a few that are at 1, he's only going to scale the ones that are now actually performing consistently with getting more purchases. So anything with the 2 and above in terms of purchases, he's just going to start scaling by 5 to 10 daily every 4 to 7 days until he hits 50 daily.
Traffic to the ones that are working. If I jump over to the ads, like there's really like this recap video of the events, which was very surprising that that's the thing that's like the top 3 that's causing sales. Um, would you like duplicate this and like do any variations of this one, or would you say
No, Leave it alone. So the reason why he wouldn't try to find more variations of that winner is because it's too soon. There's not enough purchase volume. If anything, he's going to need more than 30 purchases on that ad to really have any conclusions to draw from. It's an early sign that it's a winner. But right now, the main thing is being able to get his cost per purchase at a steady number and then his ROAS at a steady rate before developing any further variations. This ensures that you move at an accelerated rate through testing and you get to a point to where things are much more consistent before you decide to make any tweaks. If you're making tweaks during testing and you're switching around creatives and redoing your copy, all while having just launched your ads and creatives, you're essentially, destructing the process and making it very inconsistent because there's a lot of factors now at play and there's just too much going on. So you need to really just focus on keeping everything moving at a steady pace so that way you can get it to a point to where you know what your metrics are before, tweaking the actual copy, creatives, and so forth. For now.
Okay.
Yeah, just leave that, keep running.
Okay.
You still don't have a ton of data yet, just based off of this, because there's still a lot of potential winners here. Yeah. So yeah, really you're just scaling what's working right now. Go to the, go to rank it by purchases here, and then go to the top one.
Yep.
Seems like this Christian video and YouTube one are producing. But click on that one at the top.
Yeah.
Let's go inside and see what ads are in there.
Let's see. So it's the same. They're all got the same 6.
Yeah, but I want to see here. Yeah, X out and then go to the ad level since you selected it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You're already there. Great. So what you could do here is turn off that ad. As that spend.